I mentioned before in a video that the Catholic Church and the Protestant Church are so alike, and I didn't know that I had not done a video on the Catholic-Protestant Tradition. I thought I had. Basically, as I'm reading through different theologies, I'm seeing that the Orthodox Church is quite different. In some ways, and in some ways not. See, the history we're taught in our churches, Protestant churches, is that the Catholic Church existed from the time of Nicaea up until the Dark Ages, and then the Reformation came in the 16th century, 1517, when Martin Luther made his first objections against what he was seeing in the church. Totally forgets the great schism that happened in the 11th century, 1054, when the Eastern Church and the Western Church basically excommunicated each other. But the Eastern Church, Greek-speaking, had developed along different lines than the Western Church, Latin-speaking. And so many of the doctrines of the Catholic Church were retained in Protestantism, when you know that Calvin took most of his theology from Augustine. And this was theology that was developed over time through Augustine and later by Anselm in the 11th century, who developed the satisfaction theory to explain about the wrath of God. It's really deep theology to get into. Basically, Augustine knew that he had not really learned how to read Greek properly and relied on Latin translations, which made a few words different. It led to the first problems of Catholic doctrine not being correct according to the original Greek scriptures that were written. This has created a difference in thinking. Basically, the idea is that the Orthodox Church do not see God as wrathful and wanting vengeance and wanting to pour that out on Jesus. God is a God of love, and we have lost his presence. We have went away from him. We need to heal and repair that separation. And Jesus came to show us how to heal that. It's a much more intense idea of the love of God that calls us than a wrathful God who wants to punish us. And Jesus took a punishment. Different way of thinking. The Protestant churches have maintained that, chiefly through the likes of Calvin, who didn't move away from Catholic doctrine. I have always said, even in my most fundamentalist evangelical days, the Reformation didn't go far enough. We put off some things, but not all things. We retained some of the bad ideas from the Catholic Church. And there are bad ideas in the Orthodox Church too. But you have to understand that Protestantism and Catholicism are so alike. You can find the differences. But there's also many things that they wrongly and falsely hold to. Complex stuff. But for me, I will continue to call it the Protestant Catholic tradition. I see it as one seamless thing. Follow me for more.